Hey, welcome back. So far, we have covered common terms, frameworks, and tools that entry-level UX designers should know. We've also talked about the importance of user-centered design and why UX designers should focus on equity in the design process. Let's start with a little exercise. Take a look around the room you're in right now. Notice the shape of your table and the ergonomics of your chair. What about the device you're using to play this video on right now? All that stuff and almost everything else around you started off as a design problem or a design challenge. So, how does something go from a design challenge to an actual user-centered product? One way is through design sprints. A design sprint is a time-bound process with 5 phases, typically spread out over 5 full 8-hour days. The goal of design sprints is to solve a critical design challenge through designing, prototyping, and testing ideas with users. At Google, we use design sprints to answer questions, define product directions, figure out cross-team strategies, and even build team culture. For example, I was recently a part of a design sprint for Google's transparency report. The goal was to better understand how our users experience the reports. We also discussed the website's goals, values, and future vision. Design sprints generally include 5 phases: understand, ideate, decide, prototype, and test. We'll come back to these phases and investigate each one later. So, what makes a design sprint so useful? For one, design sprints save time. With a sprint, your team can cut the decision-making process down from several months to a single week. Sprints also create an effective path to bring a product to market. Sprints prioritize the user, putting their needs front and center. And sprints allow you to fast forward into the future to test your product and get customer reactions before making any expensive decisions. Running a design sprint is like using a superpower. With all these benefits, you'd think every product team would want to run design sprints. But that's not always the case. Before launching into a design sprint, you need to review your design challenge and ask yourself these key questions. Are there many potential solutions to your design challenge? Does the design challenge require people from cross-functional teams to weigh in? Is the design challenge's scope wide enough for a sprint? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, a design sprint might be the right move. All right, so you've got the basic idea behind design sprints down. Now you know what a design sprint is, the benefits of running a design sprint, and how to identify when to use a design sprint. Next, let's check out each phase of the design sprint process.